Hey everybody, you know me, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. Today I'm in Bremerton doing a 3 rooms, dining room, living room, hallway on the 3rd floor. So let's go up and check and see what we got going. This young lady is not home. She called me and said she had to go to work, so she left a key under the mat. It's a vacant unit, I'm assuming. Beautiful day. It's a little overcast, but not too bad. Maybe 50 degrees. And I'm going to be VLMing these carpets. Unit 301. And look at that. All my stuff's in here already. All right. The other thing is, you can see there's some red stains and a little bit of traffic. It is a dark carpet, which is perfect for apartments. But what I did, I started thinking about those washcloth pads and how the Challenger works with the Velcro and whatnot. So I brought up a bunch of just regular washcloths along with some other stuff here. All my Ironman pads were dirty in the laundry. And what I was thinking, you can see there's some traffic there. This is another one of those carpets with those taupe underlines. But anyway, the flat cotton, 100% cotton, they're like luxury washcloths, maybe $1.50 a piece at Walmart. I found that just hooking them to the Velcro, and not doubling them up and putting padding in them, if you just lay it flat and use one washcloth, it's very absorbent, you'll see, and it doesn't curl under, so problem solved. So on my way to my next job, I'm going to stop and pick up about maybe a dozen of those luxury washcloths, and I'll show you in the video. You want to go with the ones that are not ribbed. You want the all flat ones. Kind of looks like a Challenger pad, just square. But man, through the naked eye and not the camera, as I was going through, I could just see the dirt transferring from the carpet to the pad. You can see there's some wear that may not come out, or some dark marks there. So, all right, let's get started. I've already passed over one time on just the lip here to see how it would go, and I took the dirt right out. But as you can see, the pad is spinning, or the cotton washcloth is spinning. And I would say it's probably just as thick or thicker than a Challenger pad. And it is just absorbing all the dirt. And the other thing is, without the batting in between it and doubling it up, it just glides over the carpet. It's very easy to move, no pressure. One hand worked good. So I'm just going to do a general test here, and then I'm going to go through and clean it with the cloths. I mean, there's no difference between buying a Challenger pad, which is 100% cotton, or paying $1.50 for a flat washcloth, since you're only needing a 12 by 12 for the Oreck. What's the difference, right? Although, I like the Ironman and I like the Oreck. You know me, I've been messing with pads now for months. But it's amazing. I went and got a sewing machine and everything. And it just turns out all you need to do is have a Velcro driver and just a straight washcloth. Absolutely incredible. That proves my notion again, where I constantly come back and say, Paul, just keep things simple. They have that little acronym KISS, which stands for Keep It Simple, Stupid. And sometimes it's just what I find, But us carpet cleaners, if you're a carpet cleaner, we're always messing with stuff, trying to make things better, trying to do the job better, offer more services, or whatever the case may be. But I'll tell you, look at that, man. It's just taking that traffic area right up out of the carpet. And keep in mind, I sprayed it very heavy on that area, so it's going to appear darker anyway because there's a lot more of the solution on there. And I know I'm going to have to pick up some of this hair. It's actually digging additional hair. It was already pre-vacuumed. And for those of you that are going to ask, what did you use? You know, what was the solution? I used 64 ounces of 20 volume because I thought that red might be throw up. I used 24 ounces of clear ammonia. And this time I used 8 ounces of the botanical plant-based Gain detergent, which I really like it. I did some more tests with it last night at the house with the test strips, and I made sure everything was going to be good with it, and it just smells. I mean, with 6 ounces, you could probably put 32 ounces of ammonia down, and the pleasant smell will just kill that pungent ammonia. So, and I do get questions all the time. Somebody asks, why don't you use professional products? I do use professional products. I have them on my truck. I use My Soap Daddy. I go to John Don's out in Seattle. I have Matrix. I have all the stuff. But in experimenting and getting better results sometimes than what you can actually get, you know, with the basic cleaners, and I'm sure the cleaners I'm using, you know, they're in all those products anyway. You know, there's enzymes in the detergent, and there's, you know, mild surfactants. Your ammonia is, man, that's a #1 grease cutter. That's a 14 pH that dries neutral. And then, of course, the 20 volume, that's just a 6% peroxide. And if you look, any product, even the products that customers buy over the, you know, counter that's $20, $15 for like urine out or whatever it is, the first ingredient is hydrogen peroxide. And I'm out doing jobs every day, except for Sunday usually. And I'm testing products. I understand the fibers. That is important. You know, this was nylon. It's not a polyester. It's not wool. There's a way. I have a video that shows you how to identify wool. But I know the carpet fibers, and I know, you know, what needs to be done. And if it's a brand new carpet and it's under warranty and it's in a $500,000 house or $1 million house, just to be safe for the warranty, you know, I'll use you know, Matrix, or I'll use Magnum Blue, which is a D-limonene, which works fantastic, or I'll use my Primetime enzyme from Soap Daddy, or My Soap Daddy. And that way, if there's any question, you know, you don't have to say, well, you know, I put ammonia or I did this. But most of the carpets I do are, you know, 10 plus years old. All they want is clean. So there's no warranty left on it. And you can see it does a fabulous job. I mean, look at that. And, you know, that looks almost like I used my carpet wand, just going back and forth, because it's a 12-inch pass. It leaves little triangles. Whoa. And then take a look here. Let me flip this over the other way. Alright, you can see, and the Velcro I used is like a 10-pound. It's a little too aggressive. You could probably get away with 5-pound Velcro. But, and this is the flat pad, or the flat washcloth. You can see it works a lot better. It absorbs. You could tell when it stops cleaning, too. That's the beauty of these washcloths. All of a sudden, you start to see that it's no longer, you know, clearing the path, so you throw another one on. You could see it did a lot better than the ribbed washcloth. Alright, let's get one of these flat ones again. And if you're in a hurry, you could take your washcloths, throw a couple washcloths, you know, one in each room, one down the hallway, one in the living room, grab your Oreck after you pre-spray it, and go to town. You know, and I think even with these, if you had a carpet that wasn't that bad, you could go through and pre-spray with your solution, like the solution I mixed up, just your traffic patterns down the hallway and any spots and stains. Hit it with the green brush. I didn't need the green brush today. I knew that the washcloths were going to be pretty absorbent and get to it. But you could go through and just pre-shampoo the traffic areas, not even spray outside of the traffic areas, and then get you a bucket with some water and maybe, some warm water in there and maybe a cup of ammonia if you want, and just dip your washcloths in, wring them out, and go over the carpet. You're already going to have damp areas where the pre-spray was, so you're going to clean those up no problem. And then the areas on the outside that there's really no dirt, you're just basically flushing it out or cleaning it with a rag with some ammonia. So anyway, these are my thoughts and the way that I do things. I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I don't like to argue with people. I know some people will chime in with different stuff. So far I've had some really polite people, and I do appreciate their suggestions, and actually I've taken on a couple, like with Travis Hayes. I've used that botanical product, which I never would have thought of doing, and I'm amazed at the result. So anyway, I don't mind experimenting. I guarantee all my work anyway. Most clients just want clean carpets, so my guarantee is if you're not satisfied for any reason within the 30 days after I clean the carpets, I'll come back out and re-clean them. Or if you're not satisfied after that, we'll talk about giving you your money back. So I don't mind doing that. I've done this long enough, and I want clients to be happy. I want good reviews, and that's what I'm out to do. So, but if you have ideas and things that are constructive, share them with you. Share them with me. I follow other carpet cleaners, and I always see cool tricks. I've been thinking about getting a drill with that yellow brush on it, because the green rhino, Tom, he uses it. And sometimes I'm just amazed that, he'll see a spot, he'll walk through the house and just zoom, zoom, zoom. And then by the time you're cleaning, those spots are not even there. So it's stuff like that. And in a community, it's just carpet cleaning, guys and girls. So it's not rocket science. And it's been around, forever. It is it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And I follow some of the guys that do it the way that I used to do it, like, what's his name? Truman Steamers. He has a really good channel. He's all truck mount. He does use an Oreck occasionally, but he's got CRBs and all the. He buys the expensive equipment. He's making a couple $100,000. Say he's probably making about $250,000 a year doing what he's doing. But I've done that. I worked where I had upwards to 6 trucks, making a lot of money, a lot of job, spending money on advertising and a lot of overhead, and still your gross income's real high, but then your net income, the amount you take home, for yourself, wasn't much more than what I'm doing now as a solo owner operator. I'll do well in the high numbers of, and I'm not patting myself on the back or bragging, but I'll do $100,000 a year easily, and my overhead is really, really simple. It's just me, a small van, my Oreck. I got my portables that I use, 2 of them. And look at that. I challenge anyone. I'll get it clean. And so will you if you use the methods, and I'm not opposed to the other bigger guys. Check that out. Look at those pads. And like I said, Truman Steamers, he's awesome. I'm glad for him, Who knows? Maybe when he's older, he'll end up being owner-operator again. He made a crap load of money when he was owner-operator. And he chooses his customers correctly. That's how I make some pretty good money. My customers are all high-end, usually where I live on this side of the water. They're $400,000 houses or condos or $1.5 $5 million homes on the Bainbridge Island. So to them, $40, $50 a room is, nothing to sneeze at. So just figure out your market, do what you got to do, learn, trial and error, try stuff, on your own at home. And, don't be afraid to ask questions. There's a lot of guys out there on the YouTube network with carpet channels, and, they would love to help you. Miles with Advanced Cleaning. And then you got another one out here in Washington. One of my favorites is Integrity Carpet Cleaning, or Integrity Cleaning. He's pretty awesome too. So anyway, I'm going to finish up at this job. I got to run down 3 flights of stairs, grab my rake it up, and then I got to head to my next job. So I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think. I love comments. I would love it if you subscribed. Look at all that hair it dug up. If you're watching, please hit the subscribe button. It won't hurt you any, but it will definitely help me. All right, guys. I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a great day.